Welcome back to Evansville, Indiana. I'm Don Poyer along with Jim Hendrick. This is Jim Kropfeld being strapped in with the helmet by owner Bernie Little. This is Steve Reynolds, the winner last week in Madison, Indiana. Danny Walters, the crew chief, strapping him in. Chip Hanauer, a winner in Detroit. So we have three winners in Heat 1A. The Miller, the 711, and the Budweiser. As Steve Reynolds and those Lycoming turbine engines are the power source for that boat. The Griffin engine, the piston engine for the Miss Budweiser. Now, as far as qualifying speeds, a major difference between the Miller American and the rest of the pack, but now they'll be going deck to deck. Competition, a different world. And looking at the drivers, Jerry Hopp of the Boyoberto Beef Jerky. That boat just keeps getting better and better with those Allison engines. Steve Reynolds, a winner 1 week ago in Madison, Indiana, would love to pick up victory number 2, be the first repeat winner in '85. Jim Kropfeld will be driving the old Budweiser, not that enclosed cockpit of the new Bud. Chip Hanauer of the Miller American, top qualifier, better than 139 miles an hour. And keep in mind, the boats cannot cross the starting line before time expires, down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. This is the 711 with Steve Reynolds. Good start on the part of the 711 and the Budweiser. Here comes the race. Where's the Miller American? In lane 2 and back a ways. Budweiser in lane number 1. In lane 2 is the 711. The Miller American is back a ways. Looks like they closed the door on him as they went into the turn. This 2-mile course in Evansville, Indiana. They come around the back chute. Look at this race. You've got Steve Reynolds on the outside, 711, and the Budweiser with Jim Kropfeld going deck to deck down the back chute. Third place, Miller American and Chip Hanauer. Kropfeld trying to keep Steve Reynolds out on his hip. The Budweiser in first place, coming around to complete lap number 1. You saw the 711 coming around the outside, and here's the lead for the Budweiser, and Jim Kropfeld against Steve Reynolds and the Miss 711. Speed for the Budweiser, lap number 1, better than 124 miles per hour. That's only 4 miles per hour off his qualifying speed. Jim Kropfeld doing a whale of a job holding on to the lead here in lap number 2 of Heat 1A on the Ohio River. Keep in mind, Chip Hanauer and the Miller American with a lot of horsepower and that bigger turbine engine is in third place. And we'll see if Mr. Hanauer can just keep cutting away. You see a boat behind the rooster tail of the Budweiser, which was 711. This is the Miller American going down the back chute. And Jim Kropfeld, one of the best drivers in unlimited hydroplane racing, getting everything he can out of this grand old lady with many, many victories, one of the winningest boats in the history of unlimited racing. But it was supposed to be retired. They were going to drive the new boat, and we'll see it in a couple of weeks on the west side of the circuit. But right now, he's trying to hold off Reynolds coming down the main chute. Steve Woomer, he is the owner of the Miss 711. His boat's in second place, the Miller American in third. Speed for lap number 2, 122 miles per hour for both boats. But Steve Reynolds chipping away ever so slowly at the Budweiser lead. Kropfeld very good at using up his turn. Look how wide he's swinging around the first turn, trying to force Reynolds even farther closer to the beach and making him simply cover more territory. But look at Reynolds moving. A turbine against the Griffin engine down the back. Wonderful racing here in the first race of the day. Budweiser inching ahead as they go down the back straightaway and into the second turn. A 2-mile course here with a slight dog leg coming down the main straightaway, and that's where they're headed right now. Here comes Steve Reynolds. Look how close they are as they go by. Reynolds trying to take the lead against the Bud. Speed for the 711 is 123 miles per hour. The Budweiser 116. So you see the Budweiser beginning to fall back a bit. Reynolds in the lead, the winner in Madison just a week ago in Madison, Indiana. The 711 during testing earlier this week lost the skid pin. That's the blade on the left side of the boat which keeps it in the lane as it comes around the turn. They replaced it. They went to Seattle, had the crew fly out another blade. They got it in, and it is running fine. As you can see, the 711 running at speeds of around 120 to 125 miles per hour, coming around on lap number 4. Steve Reynolds in first place, hoping to pick up 400 points in the first heat of the day. Second place, the Budweiser, just coming around the turn. Ooh, a lot of air under the 711 that time as it came down. The Bud has gone dead in the water. This is your fourth place boat. Make it now third place. The Boyoberto, Bernie Little and his crew members. The little disappointed the fact that the Budweiser simply went dead in the water out there. Another engine. They've gone through a number of them trying to dial in the old boat to be competitive this year so far. But Steve Reynolds is in first place. That boat is just getting faster. And look at this. It looks like the Miller American is beginning to cut away at that lead that Steve Reynolds is enjoying right now. Very choppy down in that back chute. Reynolds in first place, but he's got a very, very tough competitor behind him, that being Chip Hanauer, who has a larger turbine engine in that Miller American. Hanauer chipping away in second place. Here comes Hanauer on the outside. Let's see if Reynolds tries to swing wide on the turn. He does, trying to make Chip Hanauer go a little bit farther as he comes down the main straightaway now. They're racing for the checkered flag. Steve Reynolds will take first place here in Heat 1A. Steve Woomer, he sees he got the victory, so 400 points will be going to the 7-11.
All right, good race.
Third place, Oh Boy Alberto Beef Jerky and Jerry Hop. While the 7-11 got the victory, the Miller American with Chip Hanauer on that final lap closing in on Steve Reynolds set a 2-mile lap record of better than 130 miles per hour in competition. 300 points to the Miller American as you see on down the line. Now down to the pits and Jim Hendrick.
Right now, let's get a hold of Steve Reynolds. Steve, what a turn of events. You were really in that Budweiser, and you were really having a battle.
I tell you, that's racing at its very, very best. 7-11 came through. I mean, I didn't have one doubt that the repairs the guy made to the 7-11 was going to hold up, and she did.
All right, the Budweiser broke, and there was a heck of a battle for 3.5 laps with him. Did you see the Miller American coming on strong at the end?
Yeah, I knew he was there. We had slowed down probably 15 miles an hour. Only had half a lap to go, and I saw him. I didn't think he could catch me.
Okay, let's find out from the Budweiser cat from Don Poyer what went on.
Bernie, great race there for about 3.5 laps. Any idea what happened?
Well, yeah, he ran out of nitrous down here, and when 11 walked away from him here, we knew then that he was about out of nitrous, and then I hit the button over here, and it really popped on him. You know, and you got to remember that Miss Budweiser's an old boat, and we didn't have time to change the oil coolers and what have you in it, so we're doing the best we can with what we got, and Jim's giving it a hell of a ride.
More racing to come on this 90-degree day in Evansville. Stay with us.